Friggin' annoying. What's the point of a do not disturb button if it lets calls through that it's not supposed to let through? I don't get it. Do not disturb means do not disturb. It's supposed to only let calls through that are on my favorites list, and it just lets. That's the second time I've been streaming and had someone call me who wasn't on my favorites list that should have been blocked because do not disturb is on, and it lets the friggin' call through anyway. Oh, it's annoying, and I forfeited the match. Oh well. Unfriggin' believable. Oh well. We'll move on. Shit happens, as they say. I think I'm gonna play an APOC slice here. See what we can do. This is a perfect win for it, so sorry to everyone who got disconnected there. I hope you all come back in time to see me play this shot in case it goes really well. We'll see what happens. Opponent's laying up. I think I'm gonna play a kata here, or a katana here rather. Full right and like 2 top. No, it's gonna have to be more top than that. And we're gonna have to use a Titan. Alright, so there's our aim point. We're going to go 25 rings from there. 10, 20, 5. We missed the light pole, so that's huge. And we hit a tree. Ah! Fed up with the way that winds are manipulated. Yeah. Yeah, winds are you know, it's it's tough to say. It seems to be I'll put it this way. If you've just recently purchased a package of some sort, spend a little dough on the game, the wins, as random as they are supposed to be, tend to give you be in your favor more often than not. You seem to get some of those lucky bounces, let's say, great shots that might fall in. I'll put it that way. How about that? Spend a little dough and your luck might, you make your own luck, but I suppose you buy your own luck as well. How about that? Alright, I don't think I'm going to end up playing this full top spin with this wind here. I'm basically just going to leave this like a little bit shy. And let the wind just push it right in the cup if I can find a perfect. I cannot. Maybe the hill will help me here. And it'll come back down. Shy. Over-adjusted. Almost dropped 300 trophies. Play every hole. Yeah. There are some days that I'm playing and shots that have always worked, and I know that I have dialed in, just for whatever reason don't work. And it's a difficult thing to explain, but I got a message recently from Ian, another great streamer. If you're not sub to Ian Bollinger, definitely check him out. He does a lot of expert and Tour 11 stuff. I might need to stop talking here to focus on this shot to see what's going on with it, because I don't know what I'm doing. But he sent me a video or a voice message rather, and screenshots from the guides that I would put together, and he showed me that in every single one of them I had actually just slightly underpowered my shots. And it's something like that, just little stuff like that that you don't even notice that you're doing, that will, especially in the higher tours, affect your shots with that much wind. Like, it amplifies it so much. He says that he has a when his pullback is off, he has a slight curl. When my pullback's off, I have a slight under adjustment or underpowered shot. And it's just little things like that. Maybe not, you don't quite adjust the how you thought you did. You adjust with the screen turned slightly off. Little stuff like that that really can just absolutely destroy you. Well, I've got to play it pretty much the same way he did, don't I? Sand bump? I don't think I can with an APOC 5. So I'm going to pretend that this is already at my landing spot. I'm just going to visualize being right back here. And we'll do it 20 over, so we're going to add 2.8 and play it as a 16.6 at a min is going to be 9 rings. So we're going to go 5 more and curl it to the right. And we'll see what that does. I wish I had my Thor for this one. Okay. Well, we'll be a winner. We obviously don't want to go deep. You will, like that Parc des Paris shootout, where if you go just past the cup, it rolls off into the bunker. Yeah. So today, losing by double great shots. Yeah, wind direction. Yeah. Use a slope in the center of the pan like a funnel. Huh. Yeah, I'm going to have to take another look at that one. It looked like the other ones to be playing significantly downhill. So it looked like the 20% over adjustment at min seemed to work out okay. Distance-wise, going to need a little bit more curl if you don't have a spin 3 ball. That could be an issue playing with a Thor. God, they're really messing with the shootouts from the third tee here, with these new ones. What in the world is this? I don't even know. I don't know. I don't know what the hell to do here. On this hole, second bar bounce, hit that spot. It's money. Oh, on the shootout hole, Steen? Not this one that we're playing right now, right? He's playing on the left. I'm gonna see what we can do. This isn't a good wind either for the first time to have this hole. I'm gonna have to take a real good look at this one before we jump in. He looks like he's not gonna be able to reach the green from there. Oh, maybe not. This doesn't look nearly as deep as I thought. But just in case, I'm going to put my Catabag on here. Way downhill. Alright. We'll see. Let's see. Let's do plus 40. So plus 4.4. We're going to play it as a 16.6. Oh, that's 10 on the dot at a max. So a little bit of overpower. Full curl to the right. I did not want to be great left there. Well, maybe I did. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, geez. Wow, that kicked hard to the right. What in the... You need cat if you go left. Oh, he looks like he's all right from that spot. Going deep left, maybe. I can't believe that ended up in the rough. There must be. It must kick it hard to the right there. How in the world did it go that direction? Well, I'm not gonna be able to reach the tee here with this headwind. We'll probably try a slice over on the right, I guess. On the deep right. It looks like there's a fairway kind of, and then just lay up over there for a short iron, hopefully. Oh, well, it's not nearly as oh, okay. Well, we're going to slice it just so we can try and get as close as possible. 14.3. It's going to be like 11 rings. It looks like it's maybe uphill, so we got to visualize this going out to like 9, 10 rings. So there, and then we're going to go 25. 10, 25. Maybe that'll leave us a wedge. Yeah, probably a wedge rather than a short iron. See, it looks relatively flat at least. You think you went further left, Scott? Yeah, if you go dead straight ahead to the left, maybe it's way deeper. Is this a par 5? You went right and couldn't reach the green? What an odd hole. I'm gonna have to. These ones are gonna take some getting used to for sure. Oh, of course we get a nasty crosswind here. Mid. I'm just gonna play this one by feel. I'm not even gonna look at. Wow, that's fading hard to the left from this direction. Do I want to just go up here? Alright, we'll just go there then. Mid. Yeah, not quite mid. We're going to give it like 2 cups outside right. Great left isn't going to help us. Perfect probably wasn't in anyway. Contrary to the hashtag. Alright, so that one is odd, and I need to look at on the replay after I get done here to see what in the world is happening with that one. It looked like our opponent had a decent shot at it. As long as you end up in the fairway there on that little inlet to the right, I think it'll be decently playable. I mean, I would have been able to make it if that wasn't into a headwind. I would have been able to make it with a level 7 Nirvana, like with ease. So, all right, we're gonna go most of the right and like 3.5 top here. So that's our landing position. We're gonna go plus 20, add 2.6 to play it as a 15.8. So that's gonna be 9.5 rings. Five. 9.5. Just a hint of curl to the right. Hey Pete, thanks. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for the good luck. Scott reached the green going right with a globe. Is it that deep? That's crazy to me that going either deep left or deep right is that far away when we were that close playing it in that little inlet to the right. I don't even know what to call it. Is it a peninsula? Inlet? I don't know. Whatever the hell that thing is. It's not bad. I mean, it worked out. So just got to stay, I guess, less right spin because it kicked so hard to the right. So I over adjusted that and hit great left, and it kicked so hard to the right there off the edge of the fairway that I think maybe that's there to punish you for either a great left or a great right shot. Like if you go great left there, it kicks real hard and then kicks into the rough. Great left or great right, and you'll go into the rough before you get to that spot. Maybe it's just a punishment hole, punishment drive. Okay, interesting little wind here. Plus 20 at a mid. We'll add 1.8. I'm going to use one left and one top, and play a rough bump down off of this area here. So I'm going to go right about there. Not really much of an offset. Plus 1.8, 9.9 is 10.8 at a mid. We're going to go 4.8 rings, and then probably pull back one because we went up just a notch. So not quite one back, just a notch back. Get it? Yeah. So like another notch to the notch back, and that's probably in. Steen, you're in Kansas City. I would hope so. Yeah. The delay tends to be about 20 seconds, I believe. So if you're trying to match up, keep that in mind. I have yet to be successful trying to actually match up with someone who is in the chat, but if you're able to, I would think that we're definitely close enough that a VPN would not be needed. Yeah, if you want to match up, I would wait until I don't get a rematch from someone, and then I'll hang out at the home screen for a little bit before I go to the next one. If you would like to match up, we can try that. Is it as hot in Kansas City as it is in St. Louis, Steen? Is it 100 degrees there? Give us a new one. Give us a new one now that I got my Thor. Now that I got my baby. Alright. That's okay. At least this is one that I can probably win. Ooh, yeah. I love this. This is a really tough one, but I've got a pretty decent adjustment that should work with this wind. Hopefully. He's got the same club I've got, and it looks like he's going to be playing it about the same way. If I were him, I would be adjusting about 4.5 rings, which looks like about how much he's adjusting. So, should be a pretty decent shot from him here. Ooh, great right doesn't help. Great right at a min distance with a driver can spell doom for you. Still a nice shot from our opponent here. We're gonna adjust. We're gonna aim for about the same spot. Our adjustment will be slightly larger. Pretty much full backspin here with the Thor 6. 2 to the right. See this landing spot here? If you come too far to the left, it starts to kick funky. You want to be over here, closer to the trap. So we're going to play this as an 11.8 at a min. 5.5. So adjusting up in the elevation here compensates for that ball guide that normally gets condensed so much. So it doesn't condense nearly as much since you're going up in elevation, but still not good enough. Unlucky there. Thought that was going to be much better. All right. Do you, Pete? With your 19th account? Huh. I can't remember. I know I play against 19th guys in Tour 11 every so often. I don't match up with a lot of them. I had a fun. Oh wait, what do we got here? This has just got to be a blast, right? With this wind. Yeah, it does. I mean, you just smash it right down here. See what that ends up. No idea. Oh no! This hole looked pretty far too. So probably a little bit more right spin there. The great left obviously didn't help. Interested to see how far we are away from the pin. You play that one as a mid, Scott? Yeah, it kind of depends on the wind there. That one, with as strong as it was, might have been a better idea to play it as a mid. Plus 20 at a min works a little better if it's not quite so strong, or if you've got a little bit more crosswind in with it, kind of at an angle. But that being almost straight headwind at me, I think a mid adjustment's probably the correct play there. We're just gonna have to blast this again. Oh, that's some fun looking stuff over there, at least. And try and roll through. See what happens. Decent enough. Should leave me a wedge. I wonder if I could have gotten, let's see. Sniper rough bump is probably the play. Yeah. So with a tailwind, I think that's exactly, I'm guessing this is a par 5 for as deep as this is. With a tailwind, it's got to be that's got to be the play, just blasting it. Tim, what's up? Ziggity Wood in the house. Be the club. Yeah, I'm grinding out a pin chest on this one. Then I'm gonna switch over to the Freedom clan. Yes, indeed. Plus 10 mid, plus 20 min. Yeah, I think that'll end up being about the same, Scott. Yeah, was not expecting there to be that much bulk guideline compression. Having adjusted up the hill like that, you kind of figure that it's going to stay relatively decent for you. See if we can find a consistent landing spot here. Okay, so we want to avoid that spot there where it kicks from the opposite direction. I'm going to try and take as much. Oh, that means I can't take the adjustment out of it, really. I'd like to put more left spin on it, but that's not a consistent spot for it. I have to hurry this one. I think that's coming in left. It is coming in left. Two wedges that I probably should have made that I did not. And I think that's a 3-game sweep by our opponent. Woo! On a bunch of new holes, so at least I got to play some new ones. They just didn't go very well. So let's see, that was... I played a whole bunch of new ones. All right, so Steen, if you want to play, hit go now. I'll wait 10-20 seconds or so, and then hit it. See if we can match up. 3 more games on this account, and then I'll be switching. Three more holes, I should say, as long as I actually make it. Make a shot, anything in the cup. Hell, didn't make 2 out of 3 against our opponent there. So, all right. Air Jeff, hello. Played me several times, huh? What's your name? I might recognize, or you don't have to tell me if you don't want to, but if you're playing Tour 11 and anywhere around the Midwest, then we've probably matched up often. Glad to have you here, buddy. Yeah, if I've played you a whole bunch, then I would probably recognize your name. You kind of start getting a lot of the same people as you're grinding it out at the top of Tour 11. There are the times like now where a lot of people are coming in. People who like Paul here, who normally I probably wouldn't see because the matchmaking doesn't generally set you up against someone that low in their trophy count. But you also get the Tour 12 guys dropping down to try and get practice on the new course. So 4 accounts in Tour 11. Oh yeah. I don't know why, Scott. It's weird. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. Maybe you play at different times than I usually do. I don't know. I'll tell you, there's a weird thing that's been happening a lot recently. Not as much super recently, but I've seen replays of my tournament shots in Tim Olson and Zach. Oh my God, I'm totally blanking as I'm trying to do math here in my head. We're gonna play this one like 7.5. Tim Olson and Zach Jones both played replays of mine while they were putting their expert tournament videos together. So it was funny because I didn't see him at the time, and someone before I had even gone and watched anybody else's stuff, somebody messaged me like, "Dude, you're in Tim's video. Dude, you're in Zach's video." I'm like, "What? Like, what are you talking about?" And I watched it, and I had guides up already, and I was like, "Well, that's not the person that I played because my video is already up there, and I'm very clearly playing someone else." So. It's funny to see, since I'm not playing the shootouts anymore, really, unless something crazy happens where because for your match to be eligible to be a replay in one of those, might go between the tree. No, we're gonna curl it. You have to have gone to a shootout. That's the stipulations. One of the stipulations for playing against a replay is that you have to have gone to a shootout. And since I'm not playing, I'm forfeiting most of my shootouts now in expert play. It probably won't happen as often, but it was funny to have that happen a couple times and see them play my replay and know what I was about to do. And they're both say, "Oh, let's see what our opponent does here." And Tim said something like, "Oh, he's going full overpower, Thor's Hammer 6. Like that's a very commonly used driver for expert tournaments." So I was like, "Hey, yeah." Like at least I played it well and like came close to an albatross on the hole. And then I think Zach's was a par 3, and I got to zoom in. It was like a Monday qualifier, and I got to zoom in. So I'll take that. Oh, unlucky for our opponent. You hate replays? Yeah, they always seem to keep the replays of a guy who played the shootout and landed within a yard of the hole, right? Yeah, that's exactly how it goes. It's super annoying. If you can avoid getting them in tour play, and in tournament play, if you're not really concerned about the coins or the chest, then it's not something that you're really all that concerned about. But if you need coins or looking to speed open chests, then that is a pain in the ass. I guess the solution then is to just win the hole outright and not go to a shootout, right? But I'm probably gonna miss another wedge. No, that one will go in. Yeah, that's an area where it's kind of just like it's something. The reason it's in place in tour play is if you drop down, because you're not going to be able to, if you're not going to be able to match up against people who have a similar trophy count. Like when I drop down, I haven't done it in a long while, but I dropped down to play, I think like Tour 7 or something, because for tournament practice. And when I first did it, like it wasn't even like, I don't even know how to describe it. I basically played the exact same replay 3 out of 4 holes. So it's the exact same hole, the exact same shootout, the exact same everything. 3 straight out of 4 holes. And that's when it's just like super annoying. But they have to do that because you're never going to get a match down there. What in the holy hell is going on here? All right, I'm just going to go bombs away with it, I guess. I'm going to try... I'm just going to try and skip that second, skip it over to the third fairway and just skip the first one altogether, I guess. Let's see how far downhill we're going here. So even if it's a plus 30, it's only going 8 rings, so like 3 in front. So we shouldn't clip the rough unless I hit a great left shot. See what happens. Does it make it to the third fairway? It does out of the rough. Interesting. Did I remember to change my bag? I hope I remember to change it. If not, it's no big deal. I'll just have a kata for my second shot, or for my shootout rather. Oh, look at Jeff busting out the Zerker in tour play. I did not change my bag, so if we go to a shootout, I'll have a kata instead of a sniper. If we get a new hole, it's probably going to be a driver anyway. Wow. So if this course seems to be, if you're not finding the fairway, you're going to get punished hard. Oh, we could have played a sniper. Unfortunately, now I don't have the backspin to do much of anything besides a sand bump. That's not going to work either. What the hell can I do here? Nothing? I have no idea. All right, well, that is a viciously guarded green. The sand bump's too far away. The rough bump is super narrow. Rough bump on the left, maybe? What in the world are we going to do with this one? It's got to be a guardian, I guess. I mean, that's the only play here, to be able to attack the pin, depending on the wind they give us. I mean, if we can end up in the fairway where I was, you're gonna have to play a wood or maybe a long iron bounce over the trap, depending on the wind, I guess. That's nasty. That's a vicious green. Wow, interesting, very interesting. These new holes are something. Yeah, Scott, but the bounce over the bunker, I think, with like a B52 might be the play. If we get some crosswind, like straight crosswind, that rough bump looked like it might be an option. Maybe. I don't know. For qualifying round, I'm putting the Guardian in the bag for that hole, though. I'll tell you that much, and see what we can do. If we can get a little bit deeper to the right on that fairway, like bounce it, maybe from the second tees if you're playing expert, maybe. Let's see what we got here. Crosswind, okay, similar to. We played it like this earlier on stream. I've talked about that before too. 1.3, 2.7, 16.2 at a max. It's gonna be 9.6. I turned the camera wrong there. That's all right. If I wanted to be great, I wanted to be great right there. Oh my God. Wow. That was horrible. Maybe I didn't want to be great right. It must have caught one of those funky little hops. Did I switch to the Thor's hammer there when I adjusted and not notice it? Since I had the cat, I would normally play that one with a Thor, but since I had the Cata bag, that actually worked out okay. I mean, obviously didn't work out okay, but uh-oh. Wow. I can't believe. Look, I'll take the W. Wow. Whoops. Everything about that was just wrong. Oh, because I didn't see it switch because I was behind that stupid tree, and I turned the camera funky, and then I did it that way because so I adjusted up and to the right and couldn't really see my club. I wasn't really watching that. I was watching the area I was pulling to. Oh, yeah, everything about that was bad. Oh my, oh me, oh my. But we got the win. Ooh, it's a new British Open ball. Interesting. I'm kind of surprised that they got licensed to use that logo. That's kind of cool. Very charmed, Scott. Yeah. You know, sometimes you wouldn't expect to have a guy that has very clearly been, like him, who's very clearly been grinding Tour 11 that much, misplay one like that that badly without something funky going on like what I did. I should say that, I mean, not that it's much better for, like what I did, but oh well. We're going to go 5 rings here. Stupid trees are in the way every time. Well. Just a little bit of overpower. Am I still on the Cata bag? Yeah, okay, I need it this time. I needed it last time too. Well, I didn't need it last time. What do they say, Scott? Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. I could have used some more topspin there. We will see what kind of wind we get. That'll determine. Straight headwind. This guy has no chance to make it going that way. I don't have a chance to make it going that way, but there is a chance to make it with a power slice shot, which he might be trying. I think he's trying. So he's got the sniper, but with a power 4 ball. So that helps. What's it? Power 4, wind 3, spin 1. Is that what it looks like? I don't have notes for any holes. Well, I made guides for the shootout holes, but I don't have notes. All I have is a wind chart with me. I do everything else just by memory, feel. I did make up just as I wanted to see what I could do, and I made them from memory as well, almost entirely from memory. That not completely, but I made up Tour 11 shootout guide notes for the 19th family members who are looking to start grinding it. They turned out pretty good. They obviously don't include the new one, and I hadn't updated them for Kohong. I was actually thinking about doing that this weekend, but now that's kind of obsolete. 16 rings here. Find some short stuff. No. Too much topspin there. It's a spin 2. Oh, it's got 9, really. 4, 3, 2. Wow. Interesting. That's a good ball. Is it still on sale? I might need to buy some of those. 4, 3, 2, you say? That's an excellent ball. Don't they usually have 8? So this is when you add them all up, right? They usually got 8. Anything over that is a premium. Alrighty, my little Spitfire 3. Let's see here. So the ball guideline here, we're going to leave well short because the ball guideline for a Spitfire 3 is garbage. Just kind of go right at it. I'm probably go like two back, see what that leaves us. See what it looks like. Yeah, that'll play. Unless you hit it great, and then it won't play. Ooh, see how bad that ball guideline is? Oh, yeah. Really? Huh. Alright, well, I might need to also be investing in some of these, yeah. Are they still on sale? Before I even go further. I did see some people using these in the tournament yesterday. I barely had time. I played both my accounts on Masters and qualified with both. Nothing spectacular. -10 and a -11. -10 on this one because I was scrambling hard. I actually parred 2 of the par 3s, scrambling like a mofo, and but I eagled each of the par 5s to make -10. So the par 5s are tough. Yeah. And it's on sale for 2 more days. Excellent. Yeah, okay. Well, I think I'm going to be investing on my other account, and that's an excellent ball to spend some money on. Blind setup here. 5 rings. That's where we want it to land. Full left with 8.2. I'm going to use 5 and a notch bars of backspin. 35% over. 8. So 8 times 3 is 2.4. We're going to add 2.8. We're going to add 2.9 and play it at a min. And it's already at 5 rings of adjustment there. So 2.9, 10, 11 point. So we're going to go with just 1 more ring and a little bit of curl to the left. Too much curl. Was not expecting that. And deep too. I think I over adjusted there. I had to rush myself, and I think I set it up right in the beginning, and then I changed it because it didn't look right to me. See what our opponent does. He's gonna play deep back with a sniper. I don't like this play. I don't like this play one bit. Your guideline's gonna get compressed so much because of the 35% over adjustment. It's so far downhill that I mean, I would even probably be playing this into overpower from where he's at, even with this little bit of backspin that he put on it. And even if you do make it over, you have run a great risk of running real deep. Let's see what he does. Probably beat me because I'm talking shit about it. I think I still won there. I'm not sure. I'm not sure how deep I went. -12 in master. Very nice, Steen. Well done. So we'll have the chance to do to Jeff whatever our opponent's name was that just swept us 3 out of 3. Oh, I just looked at his avatar. That's a cool pic. His kids in the farm clothes. That's neat. See some interesting ones on Golf Clash. Obviously, a lot of them are just strictly Facebook accounts that are created strictly for Golf Clash. So it's interesting when you get some that are, the actual Facebook profile pictures. Alright, I'm going to start my adjustment from overpowered position. And then adjust back at a 20% over. So we're going to add 2.3 to play it at a 13.8. So that's going to be 8.3. Important to hit that ball perfect. And you want some left spin to keep it away from the rough on the right. I usually use about 3 bars of left spin. If there's like a crosswind to the right, then you probably use full spin to the left with a Titan and some curl. You will roll off this one to the right. If you're playing Tour 11, then you probably played this enough. If not, then that's something to be aware of. Or be aware of anytime you encounter a Maple Bay hole in a tournament upcoming. Your pictures are your red tail catching a bunny. Oh, yeah. Oh, my golden. So I was outside with my dogs last night, and so we have a golden and a Westie. They are, our golden is giant, our Westie's tiny. It's funny opposites. Our Westie usually is just like frenetic about protecting the backyard. Squirrels, bunnies. He is like a hunter. He's killed a number of rabbits and squirrels and birds. He's crazy. So I'm out there with them last night, and a possum comes just strolling through the backyard out of nowhere. It was crazy. And the Westie just starts running towards me, freaked out. He wanted nothing to do with that possum. I'm going to play this one at 1-1. I still need 1.7 more. But my golden saw it and went ballistic. Charged towards him, ran over the Westie, running at the possum. Holy smokes, that was over adjusted. So it should have been even less than 1-1. I was pulling so far back. And sprints towards him, and our golden is huge. He's a 115-pound golden. He's not like your normal average, medium-sized 60-pound golden. He is massive, and he went sprinting at this possum, and I thought that he ripped its head off. I really did. And the possum, you can imagine where this story's going. Played possum and survived. I went and got our leash and went to grab. Because I can't drag him inside if he doesn't want to be dragged inside, because he weighs 115 pounds. And if there's an animal out there that he had killed, he would be eating it and just like going bananas. But the possum saved itself by doing exactly what you would. Oh my God. So when I went down there, I thought that like I could see when I went back down there to get him, I saw that it was just plain dead. But oh my God, its little pink devil eyes staring at me. I was like, oh, what? Like, oh, it was just gross. It's so sick, little beady pink eyes. Unbelievable. For real, yeah. It looks just like the devil's pet laying there still pretending to be dead. But it survived and ran away shortly after I got the dogs back inside. I was yelling, and my wife was upstairs, and she looked out the window, and I told her what happened. She said, "Oh, he's alive. He's running away." I was like, "Oh, yeah. Yeah. Little asshole." You sent me a friend request on Facebook like a month ago. Have I not accepted it? I get to those not often. When I get on there, I really only use Facebook, so I don't really post anything on my personal page all that often, maybe a couple times a year. So it's basically strictly Golf Clash. So I'm basically going into the 19th page anytime I'm getting on Facebook, or to the 19th tournament pages anytime I'm getting on there, and that's about it. So I went through and cleaned out friend requests. If I didn't accept you, I apologize, because I went through and I thought I accepted everyone recently. I know I have some requests sitting in there. It must have been not as recent as I thought. And if I didn't accept you, then I apologize. Oh, get in the hole. Stoyan. All right, I'll have to check and see if that's one that's in my pending. Plus 20. We're gonna have 1.6 here. Leave it well out to the left. 1.6. We're gonna play as a 9.3. A little less backspin would have been preferred there, but not bad. All right, Steen. After I get done here for the night, I will get onto Facebook and see if I've got that. If not, send me another one, and I promise I will accept it. If I deleted it on accident, I apologize. Okay, I think that's going to be our pin chest. So I went 0 for 3 against somebody. I went 3 for 3 against somebody. And we'll call it quits for Junior for the night. One to 1 plus 2? Yeah. I've talked about that a little bit before on stream. My first go around at college, I was a math major. Growing up, I always loved numbers and digging into them. I was a child of the 80s, born in 85, and one of my favorite... Let me see if I'm not sure if I changed my clubs back from... Yes, I have. Okay. Speak and Spell was huge when I was growing up. Like in ETs, the Speak and Spell. We had that, but we also had a Speak and Math. It was basically the same thing, but just with numbers. And I had learned my multiplication tables basically by the time I'd gone to like kindergarten. I loved numbers and crunching them and doing stuff like that. And I still to this day find myself drawn towards... What in the hell is happening here? Drawn towards activities that, utilize numbers in some fashion. Come on. I'm gonna slice this one. Put the cata back on just in case. Darts. I play darts. I haven't played as much recently as I would like to. So visualizing this one getting pushed out there just past the the fifth ring. And then we're gonna go 15. And we yell fort. Oh my. Good thing I put the cat on. So darts math is a little bit different, but it's kind of it's quick on your feet thinking math. when you're doing your checkouts and stuff like that. So it's similar math to like what I'm doing here, where it's repetitive. At some point, you kind of get used to doing this. You know, when I started, it was a little bit more difficult, but doing plus 10, plus 20, plus 30% in my head now is just kind of comes like second nature. I've been playing this game for I don't know how long. I think we tried to figure it out on stream one time by counting the number of tournaments I've played, because since I've been playing, they started doing every other week tournaments like shortly after I started playing. I think when I first started it was like every 3 weeks maybe, and then shortly after that it was like every 2 weeks. So basically we counted the number of tournaments that I'd participated in and divided by 2. So after having done it, that same kind of repetitive math for as long as that, it just kind of comes like second nature. So plus 10, we're going to play this a 9.8 at a max, just under 6. All right, I think I'm going to push up just a touch and then play it with a bunch of curl. Oh, I can't push up just a touch, so just a little bit of overpower then. And almost full curl. And try the double bounce. Fairway onto the green. Looks good. Even though it didn't quite go as planned. You generally won't find yourself in trouble there if you catch the fairway on the first bounce. If you can land your first bounce on the second pad, then that's obviously preferable, but that's why I had the cat on there. Screwed up the drive. Should have probably played a kingmaker. I wasn't really thinking that I had switched over from my free-to-play account, where I'm trying to fire as few kingmakers as possible in tour play. And I can fire them at will on this account, partially because of the recent silver banner and partially because I do invest some money on this account. Not a ton, but some. Look at the friend trophies list. Tim's an accountant. I did not know that, Tim. Nice. My dad was a CPA. Interesting. Let's look at my friends trophies list. Okay. Yeah, I think I've seen you on there before, Scott. I'll go check after this. After I go back to the main screen. I'm surprised we've never played before, if that's the case. You're fairly close in proximity, right? And we both play Tour 11 all the time. That's crazy to me that we've never matched up. I like this guy's picture too. I do enjoy a good dog pic. Alrighty. Oh, new one. Oh, I got a cat on here and a Thor, so I think it'll be a Thor. Interesting adjustment down here into this. Played plus 10 at a min, yeah. So like 6 rings and push up. Full curl. Great left does not help. Pretty good shot though. That worked out much nicer than the first time. So playing full curl with a Thor here was not as big of a disadvantage if you can find the right side of that hill there. See what our opponent does. Minneapolis. Oh yeah. Thanks, Scott. Yeah, that one worked out pretty nicely. Come tournament time, I don't know. I mean, from the second tees, we should be able to play sniper to that same position, but it's going to require curl or, well, spin 3 ball. If we have to adjust down to that trap, then I'm probably not going to be playing that. If it's wind like I just had, then probably not going to be playing that shot. Might be a guardian play. Hell, I don't know. It's going to be very wind dependent. I mean, that's always the case, but second time playing that hole, I'll definitely take that result and know that I can play that shot with a crosswind there, but it's going to be tricky to play that way in a tournament. But happy with the way that turned out for tour play, first time being able to play it with a Thor. So if you've got a driver with a decent amount of backspin on it, Apox 6 probably had about as much as I used there, I would say. Then you can play that, or Thor 6 or above should be doable. Probably maybe a Thor 5 would even work there. I can't remember how much backspin that's got, but I didn't use full backspin there. Grip and rip. I play this guy a lot. I had drove the green on him on a Kohong par 4 recently. Someone in Bushwhackers actually said that he used to be in his clan. This is his alternate account, I suppose. Oh, this is the one we played earlier as well. We're gonna have to lay up. The hell we want to do? Good lord. I want to get to the second fairway at least to give myself a shot, right? I don't think it's gonna get there. I just don't think it's gonna get there. Special ball? I'd rather not use one. Alright, cat a bag. Play over to the left. Lay up. Let's get as deep as we can. Looks like that's a pretty good fairway up there to the left. Plus 10, we'll play this one. 6.6. Just a little bit of overpower, just a little bit of left curl. Probably don't want a great left there. I don't know. Oh yeah, I mean that's about as good as I can ask for. Unless he busts out a premium ball, because I think he's got a Thor 5 if I remember from last time. Unless he got an upgrade, APOC 5, Thor 5. He'll probably play APOC 5 if it's between the two of those, and see if he can make it over to the second fairway, I guess. No, he's gonna lay up with me with only a Titan as well. He's got a Titan sniper or a QB sniper bag here. I don't see him being able to make the green with a sniper, even if, I mean, unless it's a crazy tailwind second shot. So great left didn't hurt me there. I feel like great right might have. If it's playing like a lot of these fairways are, if you get close to the edge, you're gonna roll down in the trap. So he's super deep too. He didn't get down there with me. He might not be punished though. Depends on the wind here. If I'm even gonna be able to go for the green, we're gonna have to try something. We got monster headwind again, so it doesn't even matter. He won't be punished. I guess we just maybe we'll see if we can bounce it. Hell. I'm just going to try and leave it short of the trap. 9.2. I'll go with no elevation here. So like it's like half overpower and full curl. Wow. So could have used some more topspin there. And this is an extreme downhill shot for a short iron. I hope it's not like one of those visual glitches where you can't zoom in on your landing position like we've had so many recently, where they've got these huge elevation changes and there's like a glitch where it won't let you zoom in on a particular spot because of the elevation change. I hope it's not like that, because that's so key for a short iron, to be able to lock in a short iron, to be able to zoom in. It's so annoying when they have those, like, they have these giant elevation changes, but at the cost of not letting you zoom in to actually adjust your shot. So, fingers crossed that is not the case in this situation. We will see soon. That's as close as I can get. Pain in the ass. Pain in the ass! Alright, so it's probably a mid, but it's super downhill. I don't want to... I'd probably be playing as like a plus 30. Holy smokes. Where's that ball guideline going? 7.7. We're going to add 2.4 to play it as a 10.1. We'll play it as a 10.1 in a mid. Call it that. And that's as far as I can zoom in, because he sucks. Gonna have to release from the right. Piece of crap. That's so unbelievable that they've done that yet again. Of all the random glitches in this game, I think that's the one that just infuriates me the most. There's absolutely no reason why you shouldn't be able to zoom in for a shot. You cannot physically zoom in on the green here. What's the point of that? Why? Why is it like that? And it's always on holes with massive elevation changes. Fix it. There's no reason for the game to be like that. When you're trying to lock, and especially when it comes to the tournament time, and you're going to try and zoom in here for like a dunk on the second shot or something, and you're unable to, what a pain in the ass. Ridiculous. Oh well, maybe we'll get another new shootout hole. Scott, yeah, well, you know, the opponent hits a short drive and picks the wrong bag and doesn't get punished for it, you know, and then I'm not able to make a clear and distinct adjustment on the green because of a visual glitch in the game that doesn't allow you to zoom in. Like, how much more crap do you want, you know? Unbelievable. See what kind of wind we get here. He'll be able to play the quarterback if he wants to. I'm going to have to play a wood. I will not be able to play that same Thor shot with this because of the slight headwind that we've got. We will be playing it as a 20% over to max. We're going to kind of just play it by feel here in terms of spin. I don't have any kind of particular numbers in my head. It's going to be back and right, and we're going to leave the guideline to where it looks like it's going to be a little bit short and a little bit right of the cup. Good shot from our opponent. Or we can come in from right to left. I think we're going to try and come in from right to left. Alright, so that's kind of our landing position. And we're going to come in up off of this hill and let the wind push it. Yeah, so that's the spot we want to go. I'm going to use a touch of curl as well as adding 1.6 to play this at a 9.4 to max. So 0.7. We're going to go with 5.6. Touch of right curl. Let's see where that leaves us. Not a bad shot, but our opponent was much better. Scott, the way that I use to determine what kind of wind you've got is to rotate at the very beginning, and just to where your ball guideline at the very beginning of it is just dead straight, because that's straight downwind or straight north, and then see which way. If the arrow's pointing a little bit up or a little bit back in a crosswind like that. So that's kind of how I knew it was a slight tailwind. Obviously, I didn't need that touch of right curl, and that was my undoing there, but that's okay. It wasn't. That's not a bad shot for that hole. Our opponent just made a really nice shot, so you tip the cap, you move on. Hopefully, we get him on this one. I'm gonna play on the right for this one. This is a par 4 that most everyone that grinds Tour 11 has fairly dialed in. Play on the right, play on the left. I don't care. I'll play either one. It just depends on the wind. If he's going to use a tight, so am I. 4 right and 5 top. We want our landing position to be starting off and just slightly overpowered. We're going to add 10, we're going to add 15, 1.1, we're going to add 1.7 to play it at 13. So just under 8. There's 5. I'll go there. And like a half a ball curl to the right. So partially that's because it comes in to the left there, and because of the crosswind to knock some of that off. So you're going to want to use some curl to the right there, though. 2 different ways we can play this second shot as well. Both of them are going to be well, there's actually 4 different ways you can play this shot. It's a very versatile shot, and I've seen it played successfully a number of different ways. I've played it successfully 3 different ways. The only way that I don't play this one is the dunk. If you are a dunker and wish to play this hole as a dunk, I would direct you to my Bushwhackers clanmate Peter Johnson's stream. I was watching his a little bit yesterday, and every time he played this hole, he plays on the right and tries to dunk it. So if you enjoy a good dunking, check out his stream, give it a look-see, and you'll see some Tour 11 dunks. Get in the hole. Just missed. I'm going to play this one off the pad here instead of a full backspin shot as a min -10. Yep. And I'm going to go just dead at the pin. We're going to offset. By dead at, I mean right there. I mean, like, no, I've played it like full right spin before too. But we're going to offset it just outside left edge, take off 0.7 to place at 6.9 at a min. So that's going to be a just under 2 ring adjustment. Lame. Should have done a two ring adjust, obviously, since it was just past min. But that's all right. Good effort there. All right, Tim. Thanks for swinging by. Have a good one. I will enjoy the grind while I can get them in. Hopefully bringing some clan points for us. Have a good one, buddy. Enjoy your weekend. See if we get another new one. Okay, we've had this one a couple times now. Let's see what kind of wind we get. Similar to the last one, so I'm just going to play it the same way. Full right spin. We're going to find that spot right about here. Yeah. And just play backspin to the point where it's just about even with it. Even with the pin. Slightly. So, yeah, we'll go about there. 14.3 at a min is going to be a 6.7, and since it came back up, I think we'll be okay there. Looks like we'll have a similar result to last time. So the perfect ball came in further to the right. The great left ball was actually better. So that tells me we don't quite need full curl with a Thor. The Thor's hammer level 6. So if you've got equipment similar to that, then and you're playing with a Titan, then that'll work. If you've got a spin 3 ball, then looks like he's going to play it pretty much the same way here. See where he ends up with his adjustment. Yeah, just about the same spot. See what kind of curl he uses. Pretty much the same. Looks like he's underpowering here, though. Great right could be costly. That could catch the rough on the first bounce. Yeah. So we do not want to be great right there. Great left can actually be beneficial. If you're going to miss great left there. And we'll go to a rubber match, hopefully. Was that our third match against him? I can't remember. Oh, I was going to check and see Scott on the friends list. Scott. Oh, duh. Is this you, Scott? That's got to be, right? You said it's your dog with the, I can't really make it out.